the way. Doesn't matter. The rest of LG will rotate in, help out, and hold on. Bit of a difference for NIP. They get some success early from this down. And Shush is very well advanced through outside to hell. That's going to catch Rainwaker. So now a bit of a drawn-out 2v2 to play. With Azu getting 2 kills in this round and Bemis getting 1, they're both pretty tagged up. So definitely advantage to NIP health-wise. But positioning is going to be awkward here for Azu. He's going to worry about so many different positions. Bomb dropped Mini. He's going to worry about Heaven. Going to worry about Mini. And because of that, he gets, rounded upon by Shush. Bemis doesn't have much of a play in this 1v2. Sure, the bomb still needs to be collected, but it was able just to be jiggle collected there by Shush. Not overcommitting to the angle at all.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Because of that, Stan will take him down. Being caught by Azu early in this final round of the first half. Lux is going to hold on for 3. Okay, Lux. That was gorgeous. Didn't see that one coming, and didn't see how quick that half was going to end either. Considering LG were 5-1 behind, they've done a very, very good job there to make it a 6-6 half. Still favourite NIP after 6 on T side, but LG will take that every day of the week. Second half underway between LG and NIP in this 0-2 elimination match. Whoever loses this entire BO3 goes home from XPL Guangzhou 2026. Doolies of Stown, ready and raring to go in their second half. Nice clicks from Shush though. Beautiful shots outside. Afro and Beamer's not able to do anything about that. And no, it's still sticking around on ramp because of the significant advantage that NIP have in the pistol. Lux not expecting that angle from Shush, and there you go. Third nice shot of the round from Shush. You can even make it 4. Beautifully done from Shush. The ever reliable. How many years has he been performing at this level? Look at that. First bullets on everyone. And you would expect things to be a little bit more difficult for LG, not just now on T-side Nuke, but also because it's T-side Nuke with a brand new in-game leader. With flashes for day though, that works very nicely, and Snappy's only able to hold on for 2. I say only, he's done a very good job to get 2, really. Lux surviving on 1 HP. Afro will have to try and maneuver back to the back of the site to get the bomb planted, but it's very awkward, incredibly awkward. And I'm not sure LG quite know how they've won that round. Shake at the head from Shush. The reface on Heaven was at a perfect timing. He's actually getting into 2, which seemed a bit unlikely. Charged through for that second, protect massive damage. And then Lux was able to find Note before he was able to kill Afro too. Lux is actually the hero there. Both first pistol rounds get immediately force bought upon by LG and NIP. This time it's LG's turn to get some help with that. But now they have to win the force buy war to get started on T side. Slowly get by the Stown M4. Very dangerous 5.7s, obviously. Though it's able to dig 1. Spursky. Range for that 5.7, but he peeks a little bit wider. As it will take him nicely. Shush finds Beavis. Now he's going to fly in, but Stown's M4 is now in action, but it's only in action for 1. Now Snappy's Deagle has a great opportunity here. Lux is not looking towards Squeaky. There's the 1. One was planted behind Silo for Afro. And it's Snappy versus Afro in this 1v1. AK versus M4. Oh, it's very nervy for Afro. He wants to take a heads-up fight, but doesn't know whether to commit to it or not. He will in the end, and just about connects the headshot. Woo indeed from Lux. A bit of Carrigan in there, maybe. Huge 1v1 to win. They've lost that. NIP back in control. Now LG have a chance to win against the Bullies, though, and get a lead to work with on T side. digs for Snappy or Note. Rainmaker and BMS will deal with them comfortably. It will be LG with a 9-7 lead. Perhaps winning their first map as the LG organisation. For God knows how long. As I was saying in this broadcast earlier, this is the first time we're seeing LG versus NIP in an official in Counter-Strike for 10 years. And incredibly, it's almost exactly 10 years. 24th of June, 2016, ECS Season 1 Finals. A 16-12 win for LG on track. With Fallen going 28 and 14, Taco going 27 and 14. Fallen dropping 100 ADR. Legendary LG team that won the major in MLG Columbus and in ESL1 Cologne. The team of Get Right, Freiburg, Exist and Forest. And of course, funnily enough, Exist still on the NIP lineup today, would you believe, as a coach. It would be LG's first ever map victory with their new lineup. Their first map win since the America's Minor for Star Ladder Berlin in 2019. They took a map of INTZ. It was when LG housed Henny, Bolts, Steel, Phelps and Neckies, playing its Cello, KNG, Yell, Destiny and Zand. Make it through the America's Minor. They beat E United, but lost to INTZ and Furia. Furia were first place. Still the Able, J and Art lineup. And this opening gun round is very much going LG's way as well. Azu and Rainmaker will win a couple of nice duels outside. That's the main thing that people had a lot of criticism for this LG/Monty team. On Monty, Azu's numbers were not good, and on T-side in particular, he struggled. At the major, he had a bit of a renaissance and played incredibly well, considering his roles in the team. So, like, worst roles T-side, best roles CT side, or vice versa, in certain maps. But he's performing well here again today, in China. And Kaspersky is Kasper-stuck.
Bomb has been planted.
And this is one of the things that's most impressive about this performance from LG so far. I know these teams are both in the 0-2 bracket. LG lost to Nemesis and Lin Vision. It's their first tournament with Lux. Unfortunately not being able to take Gizmi as well, as LG had already signed Lux to be a part of their project.
Terrorists wait.
He's having a good game here in the leadership. And the fragging counts as well. As if to start against Snappy, that was good to see that. Yeah, it's still the same lineup pretty much. Just with that one critical difference of Gizmi. sport a 10-7 lead on the LG side. IP are back down to Deagles again. What an opportunity this is to wrestle NIP's map pick away from them. As I've already detailed earlier, the biggest factor of that is the point of NIP not having played map 2, Inferno, since November at the Budapest Major against FaZe. What a chance it could be for an LG 2-0. As it will deal with Note nicely, confirming a man advantage. It's not a done deal yet. There's 25 seconds left in this round. Be a little bit spooky here for LG. Stand still alive around the control room position, and they are coming toward him. I think he'd be flanked by Rainmaker sooner rather than later, though, and there we go. Spursky down. Rainmaker. Eagle is not able to get the connection. Rainmaker gets the spray. And NIP are struggling. This is a really impressively cool map so far from Lux and LG. Can't underestimate how difficult it is going from one organisation to another with not the same in-game leader, even if you have the same 4 players around you. Side here, they got control of the money, and they won that force in the second round. That's one that NIP knew that shouldn't have got away from them. Then on, LG haven't looked back. It was a 6-6 half. NIP won the pistol. They have not won a round since. On CT Nuke as well, of all things. One of the things that has been very evident when Watt's down on Nuke for NIP, he's very reliable, very aggressive when he feels like he can, but at the moment he's not being given a chance to even get himself involved in the round. Rainmaker gets a lovely 2k entry around the A-bomb site. That activates Lux's lurk to work out on the top of Silo. And from then on, 4v2, round pretty much done. Very impressed with LG so far today.
Bomb has been planted.
And Note knows that they probably shouldn't be giving this one a look. Make some noise dropping down off the ladder as well, so they'll know that he's trying to leave. And Stown desperately needs to keep this up. It's going to be 12-7 to LG. And IP need 5 in a row, and they haven't found one gun round yet. Stown actually not choosing to pull the trigger there on that sighting. He's trying to keep this up alive, and he'll miss the shot in toward Mini. It's about to get pressured as well. All of it to be a bit late here. He's going to peek with it, however, and you know what? He's done a great job. Fair play. I know Monty... there we go, I've done it already. I know LG are in full control here, but... that is a pretty thick silver lining for Note. He needed that desperately. Wimbledon, Wimbledon, Wimbledon. There you go, Kick Chat. I've spoken about Wimbledon. You happy now? I've been keeping a very close eye on things. Berrettini versus Dimitrov next round. Banger. Any knowers? Alright, NIP. This is not a good look for you here. You're in the 0-2 bracket, your favourite map, and you're being beat 12-7 by a core of 4 with a brand new in-game leader. What is going on here? Lux? Lux, you naughty boy! How has he got away with that? That's the kill that recovers it to a 4v4 as well. What? Slicing away around that smoke, and he's going to find Kaspersky in ridiculous fashion. He's going to entry shush just like that. If that's not just going to discombobulate NIP, that knife kill, I don't know what will. What a game from Lux. With the calls and the frags, whether it's with a gun or not. And LG are going to win NIP's map pick of Nuke here, and a canter on the T side. Lux is going to fight, no, it's all down to sound. I've been praising how he's played on Nuke recently, and it's definitely a fact that he's a great Nuke player in this NIP team. But he's been given nothing on CT side. And he's going to get taken down. Very, very nice map win for LG. That is their first map win as an organisation in CS since 2019. And they thoroughly deserve it too. Game not done. They're going to go to Inferno coming up next. And that is where they will be hopeful to finish off the series, considering NIP have not played Inferno since November at the Budapest Major. Or NIP on their way out unceremoniously from Guangzhou. listening to the broadcast. This is going to be tough for NIP. Really tough indeed. Firstly, they've not just lost their opening map, which is their map pick, a map which they play a hell of a lot of Nuke. They're now going into Inferno, which, sure, LG haven't won a whole lot lately. That's because they're playing against decent opposition. NIP haven't even played Inferno since the Starladder Budapest Major against FaZe at the end of last year. This is a dive into the unknown for NIP. Especially with Stown and Note on the roster now. What an opportunity for LG to win their first series with their new organisation, the Ex-Monty Players, with their new banner. So opening click from Note. They are flashed off the angle though, and that means that he has to start spamming in case he gets peeked. And to be fair to Kaspersky, he's done well to find one, considering that situation. There is one more player on the site though. Will Snappy get overlooked? He absolutely does. Needs to connect with the shot though, and he's going for body shots. And that ain't going to work. Rainwaker will take the quick headshot, and the extra layer that NIP had on site is not going to work out. Stown trying to creep in with Shush. But the setup here for LG is good. You might have two players low HP, but they're playing headshot angles. Lux in full. There's Rainwaker, and there's Rainwaker again. A huge quad kill from Rainwaker. How good is this guy? Everyone speaks about your time on NIP does not count. Well, your time on Liquid certainly doesn't count either. Ever since he got added to Monty, he has been superb. What a career renaissance he's having. Everyone knew how good he was playing in Tier 2 with various Bulgarian teams. His quality was never a question. Liquid was just a bad time for him. It's a great start to the map for LG. We do need to flick the names at the top of the screen to get LG over on that T side. And there we go. Thank you, production. Now, Note has disconnected, and unfortunately, he is disconnected when there's been damage done. So this round will not be replayed for NIP. It never rains, but it pours. Big damage on Lux, Azu, and Snappy. So even though Note doesn't die to another human, he's out of the round, and it won't be replayed. Good shot from Kaspersky. To find one, but the extra layer is balcony. It should be fine. Almost wasn't. And now you think about it, you think, what would this round have been like if Note was still alive? NIP will be feeling aggrieved because of that. Those are the rules, and it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. But that is a shame. Snappy has to save on 10 HP. Ludair in chat, we have a caster. You do have a caster. I'm here at your service. But I will be pacing myself today. My voice still isn't totally healed from an illness I picked up from IEM Cologne. Classic land flu. But, had a wonderful time at that event. Experience. We're just getting over that. And now you guys are my company for the rest of the day. Don't worry, I am sipping the herbal tea as we speak. Lemon and ginger is going crazy right now. And LG are going crazy too. This is going to be the eco for NIP. 3-0 lead early on T side. Who is 1 HP? I'm a little bit nervous around these smokes, but he's going to be okay. Trav, can you hit the Sue? God. I mean, if my voice was at full strength, I feel like I could. Sue! Is that good enough? Nothing like crowd after Ronaldo crazy last night. Nice shot from that throw. Risk up against Stan on that angle. Decent damage here from NIP. Look at the health of LG, would you believe it? I mean, Lux is definitely dead. They had 3 players alive there on 1, 3 and 4 HP, I think. But they won't care. They've won the round. Is that Trabicular? God. Not the first time I've been given that nickname. You just stick some whiskey in that lemon and ginger tea and you'll feel 100%? True. But we don't drink on stream. We don't drink at work. We are professionals. Great kill from Azu on Shush. It's down, it's screwed. On site, you're never going to get more than 1 from that position with the AWP. And this is another just great example of NIP just not looking at the races today. Map 1, they started well, they were 5-1 up, they won the forces, they got control of the economy. Ever since then, when LG were able to wrestle that back to a 6-6 half, NIP only won 1 round, I believe, on their T side. And I think it was the pistol round. On their CT side, sorry. I think it was the pistol round. Beamer Snow said that we can't have gone too far. We will get the kill in the end. And as the storyline I've been developing the entire broadcast so far, the fact that NIP have not played Inferno since Budapest in November 2025. That is a whole 8-9 months ago. Even though LG don't have an amazing record on Inferno, you might be looking at it and thinking, well, come on, Travis. They've only played 6 maps on it recently, and they've lost 5 of them. Well, look at who they've played. Sure, Liquid Nemesis at this very event, bit of a question mark, but that's, you know, with their brand new in-game leader. With Monty, they played Mongols, Falcons, Paravision, and Heroic. And they managed to beat Paravision 13-5. So there's a totally reasonable explanation for why those results are the way they are. For NIP, if they lose this map, there's also a reasonable explanation as to why they've lost it, but not map 1. Worrying times for this organisation who really needed good VRS points from this tournament. And they might not get any. Could be going out 3-0-3. Good couple of pistol kills to begin at least. Shush and 5-7. Getting one more there for Stan is good. With Azu again 1 HP, would you believe? How often has this kid been 1 HP in this game? It should be an NIP round, even with pistols. All alone, in between two angles, and Kaspersky will get it done. So here is a way for NIP to get themselves off and running. It can't be a flash in the pan. If you're going to win on a half buy like that, you've got to press the issue and make the most of it. Canyo in chat, reinforcing my point earlier. NIP has gone 16-2, and that's technically 2 and 16 since being up 5-1. That was very, very true. Before that previous round, that was very, very true. Incredible. Finally, they're back on the board again. Good reaction from Bemis. Could argue that's a little bit of an overpeak from Shush. Maybe he felt stuck in apartments and didn't want to fall back the normal way, thinking he was going to get caught either way. Bemis will punish. Stand with the AWP out. Need to see a bit from him. He was... I won't say he played badly on Nuke, because he wasn't allowed to even play. Especially in that CT side. Good kill from Note on Bemis. Now Snappy off angle towards CT. Needs Azu. Gets the 1.5. That's okay. Especially considering there's one more player around the site. They're not going to expect Kaspersky here as well. Good find on Lux. And Afro needs to try and find a way out. He should be allowed it. Only 5 seconds left. So he'll keep his AWP.
Terrorists win.
Interesting place for Afro to be with the AWP in the immediate round following. It's the only gun LG have in this round. Going for the apartment. A bit unusual. And now they know where it is. There should be nothing doing for LG in this round. Bit awkward for Shush. But again, that's information about where Afro is positioning himself. That's the only risk I need to worry about. Suggestion from Snappy, and Afro will go down too. So no AWP save again for Afro. And up here in the game now, and as you can see, Snappy getting a bit louder. He knows he needs to try and G his boys up. They don't want to go out of XPL Guangzhou with a whimper. Thanks for all the comments in Kick Chat, by the way, guys. I'll be with you throughout the entire day. Big versus MIBR, BO1 to follow this series. Bait versus Alliance, BO1 in the 1-1 game to follow as well. And then Bet Boom versus Nemesis in the BO3 to qualify for playoffs later tonight. So later tonight, it's 8:51 AM where I am. There's a chance it could be tonight, huh? Definitely will be tonight in China. Spurs get the pressure, top banana. Can't really fall back. Oh, there's one! Oh, it's beautiful. Gorgeous play from Kaspersky. Banana, I was going to say Banana is his, but he's fallen back after his triple, as you'd expect. This is more than Kaspersky we want to see. The main star of NIP. He's not an upcoming star really anymore. He is a star. He should be performing as such. And that is more examples of what he can do. Travis, hardest working man in Counter-Strike? Maybe Northern SC. Maybe. I basically didn't have a day off casting between like my trip to before my trip to Cologne for the major. I didn't have a day off from like May the 4th or May the 8th technically. I was on BCM Championships, CCT, Nodwin, Thunderkick. Should be a fun month as well. Be involved with one of the Blast qualifiers for South America coming soon. Res Showdown. Also got some unannounced stuff coming later in the year, in the month I should say, as well. Drop me a follow on Twitter, TravCS, if you want to know when I'm casting and when. Cheeky plug, as it's an eco, but hang on. Maybe we should put that cheeky plug on us, because these pistols could be doing some damage on the way through the A here. Thankfully, Shush don't love each other very well. Shush fights one more. All the kills come through between Shush and Note. The apps pop with the Tech 9s does not work. And NIP are now here to play. Casters are only good if they are bald, says Scro. I will shave my head at this instant then. Incendiary in toward the balcony. That's going to move Bemis a little bit further away. Down 34 to begin this round. Can't afford to take one of his picks through the molly. HP. Thankfully, Note has been baited in the long cover. Well, right click flash on the corner to try and get out, but Azu will stop him. Stand now moving forward, looking to try and take that pick in toward the apartments. But Rainwaker hits the shot nicely. Shush finding Lux is good though. It keeps NIP in control of the bomb site. Azu with a great trade though. Kaspersky needs to activate, but he's activated too late. He's let the first player in Azu get onto the bomb site, and because of that, he's not able to get his headshot. It's Azu who'll find a triple, and Snappy has no say anymore. Kaspersky missing his timing, missing his chance. I'll give LG their 5th round unless something crazy happens here for Snappy. He's got a kit. He's got util. He's got the perfect angle, and it's the easiest headshot of his career. Good work from LG. chat said, why is this chat so mean? Don't worry, half of those comments are grammar. He's infamous. You need to ignore him with a 10-foot limbo pole. Another example in that round of how decent Azu has been playing lately. Critical triple. The third on Kaspersky being particularly nice. Sure, advantageous angle, but still. Again, an opening for Rainwaker. He's seen in the corner. He needs to be taken by Kaspersky. A bit of revenge there from the previous round works well. Note will find Lux. Trying to guarantee a lead on the half. Afro. Not sure Kaspersky needed to move forward on that timing. May as well just reinforce the 4v3. And look where Rainwaker's got to. He's almost flanking Stown. Will he see Stown before Afro makes his way up middle? Surely he will. Look how far Rainwaker's pushing forward. It's going to be a freest of 3 kills. Stown rounded on. No, it's got the timing this time to at least grab that 1 kill back. The back and forth continues on Inferno here. Rainwaker and Afro, 55 and 22. But the plant will come through. Look how far Note's pushing forward, though. He's taking initiative. That's exactly what you need to do to stop LG from setting up in an after plant on Inferno. Good move from Note. Now Afro, 22 HP, 1 bullet from death. Oh, sees Note to the corner of the smoke, though. Nade onto the default plant spot. Oh, it's unlucky. If Snappy didn't have a kit, that was so winnable for Afro. He survived on 1 HP to have a chance to throw that HE grenade. NT in our kick chat for that one. But Snappy does the right thing. Ben too insane. I see your message and I like it. Final round of the first half of Inferno. Can NIP scrounge a lead? They need anything they can get to avoid the possibility of elimination in Guangzhou. Already down to Azure and Lux. Bomb just waiting top middle at the moment. Smoke will block off Note in Library. Decides to play in front of it. And rightly so when he's feeling confident like that. Great hold onto Bemis. Shush, ever reliable in hit. Expect him to at least get 1 more kill, but Note has gone down to Lux. All of a sudden, they can just counter this A-bomb side, probably get favorable trades. Stown somehow found one with the 5-7. That could be critical. Snappy's going to try and press the issue while the apartments player Rainwaker still holding for his teammate, but Afro's going to miss the shot. They know where Rainwaker is. He's been dinked up. NIP recover it. It's going to be 7-5. If the first map was a 6-6, this will be a 7-5 for NIP. Is that enough to keep them in the tournament? Live for the second half. Oh, big damage from Kaspersky on Azu already, he's down. And I think because of that, LG are going to decide to fight, and I don't blame them. Guess we'll look for something, but they do fall back in the end. Four v 3 recovered thanks to Lux. Very impressive couple of headshots, and Note will get caught by Rainwaker. What a recovery. But they lost Azu early. It's a beautiful click from Bemis on Shush as well. And off the back of that opening kill on Azu, LG have not looked back. Clean taps. In general, just looking slightly better individually today. LG across map 1 and map 2. Sappy can't do anything. LG will start the second half well, looking to try and eliminate NIP in 2. Anyway, Bemis and Afro will all hold on comfortably, and that was against a full force, by the way. Those sirens are coming for NIP, I think. This leaves NIP with the full eco to come. Going to be a 3-0 start to the half for LG. A few more pistols they're buying into, which won't make the round an absolute foregone conclusion, but still. X-Mello says, by the way, Caster, how's your day? Well, it's barely happened yet. I woke up at 5 AM, it's now 9 AM. So, I'll let you know. From Shush, considering he's being leapt at by Azu. CHE. That will close things. Snappy has a chance to do a bit of extra damage here. He's picked up the FAMAS. He's got an open B bomb site, but no smoke for the cross. He's going to have to win this door heads up. And he... Oh, we might get a plant, actually. That's pretty good, considering. 16 bullets in the Tech 9 to fight 3 players. Is it really possible? Oh, he did extra damage actually on both, but Afro will find him. LG 8-7. Muktunde says, how much does casting these events even pay? Now look, I would tell you. That is like one of the #1 unwritten rules. You don't spread that information publicly. Good kill from Sam. Very quickly. Oh my goodness, how has Kaspersky only hit 1 bullet there? That is crazy. And how has Lux killed him so nonchalantly? Great recovery kill from Lux. Again, having a good series. I've always been a Lux enjoyer, I can't lie. Even when he was back on Pain, I thought he was kind of dropped a bit unfairly. I think it was probably time for him to go, considering the fact that they did improve when they got rid of Lux. But Legacy went very well for him as well, winning a Tier 1 trophy over at CAC last year. And look, Lux isn't Gizmy, and these 4 players are used to playing with Gizmy. But Lux is not a bad in-game leader. Given a bit of time, it wouldn't surprise me if they're able to at least retain their current ranking, around 20th in the world. And that, and possibly getting stickers in the Singapore Major, I'm sure, is their main goal. Oh, it's Biffy from Bemis. First big mistake on the CTE side from LG. Again, something I was talking about earlier with just how whiffy he can be sometimes, unfortunately. He's got that KOB about him on occasion. He'll miss his shots there pretty badly, and IP are going to be able to wrestle their way back through into the B-bomb site and take an 8-8. I can turn my microphone on to mute myself, Tiki. Should I try that? I'm going to break everything. Okay, from now, I've raised my mic volume by 5. Let me know if that sounds any different at all. I'm relying on you guys. For clarity, I'm also not trying not to speak too loudly, because my voice still hurts a little bit, which doesn't bode well for a day as long as this, but it's fine. That's more for me for getting sick at IM Cologne, huh? How dare I get sick? Ridiculous. Much better? Fantastic. Crazy how just raising it from 70 to 75 has made such a big difference. Noted. Azu will find Snappy as he gets flashed in top banana by Lux. Quick 1-for-1 early. Big question for NIP in this map. Look, we can always trust in Snappy as an in-game leader. He's been doing this for year upon year. But how do you play a map which you haven't played in an official since the Budapest Major in November? 9 months ago. And when you're on T-side, that can make things difficult. Rainwaker again. So reliable. Kaspersky's somehow been able to get a plant out of that, and that is actually relatively important money. But Rainwaker with 3. Ever the monster, apparently. Tajo, shout out. You got what you want. Can we trust Snappy on a map that he hasn't led for 9 months? That's the real question. Unfortunately, we couldn't even trust him on you, which is definitely a turn for the books. SNIP is not all there at the moment. Sure, new player in Note from the Academy. I followed Note's career for a very, very long time, ever since he was playing in the Benelux scene. For KRC Genk, if you guys remember that that squad, Tier 3 team. I covered him in Monty Gen as well. I think even in Nemesis for the very short time he was on that team. That was more recent, obviously. No, it's definitely not a bad player, but he's coming into a little bit of a struggling team, and that can never be good. Unless he really picks up the mantle. At the moment, it really is only the Kaspersky show. And Shush. I think Shush has been ever reliable for this NIP team. If you remember when NIP were coming through, when they were unranked on the VRS, they were having to play with Jax in the CCTs as a stand-in. Shush was unbelievable. He was almost a star player. And I've been a fan of Shush for a very, very long time. I think he's such a smart player. Lux is taking a big gamble there to try and pick up extra utility off the ground, I think, and almost cost him his life. Kaspersky does get an entry top banana. You need to see a little bit more out of style in the second half, especially on the rifle. But if you can't rely on the AWP, you can rely on the rifle with sound usually, and they will burst their way in toward the B-bomb site. That throws them very well to find Shush there. I think he just realised at the last second that he was playing close. But it will be a save, and Afro won't even be allowed to save. Only Rainmaker can. So a good round from NIP. Able to win their duels in Banana, take B, and make it 9-all.
Terrorists win.
I think people will. Some people may think you could rightly criticize Stan for these maps, and look, I think some criticism is fair. I also think if you watch Nuke and watch CT side, he just barely doesn't get any contact at all. And usually, I'm sure regular NIP watchers will know that Stan is pretty much a live wire on CT Nuke. When I watched him in the CT Global Finals, he was superb. Even though they didn't win those games, on Nuke in particular, he was all over the place and just playing with full confidence in his first event back. T-side Inferno warping is not going to be all too favourable. That goes without saying. Rainmaker, what have you got here? One. Oh, it's almost the second. And thankfully for Note, he peeks in a different angle, so it's not a clean, immediate headshot. Thankfully, he gets one in return. Come on, Stan. Where are you, buddy? I need to see you get activated in a round. At least set up to take a shot. His positioning has not allowed him to do that, really. In this entire map. That is a poor performance by his high standards of himself, I'm sure. He's going to be very disappointed. Especially if NIP don't win the map and win the series. He's going to be putting a lot of blame on himself, I'd imagine. The best players tend to be the most critical of themselves. So, damage can be done through that smoke with the MP9. Good kill from Lux, again getting a frag and falling back, keeping the man advantage. Oh, shot missed though, and Stan now he finally has an opportunity to hit shots, but he's going to miss the flick and banana. No confidence for Stan at all in this map at the moment. He's going to need to deliver here. Double step toward Ruins is good, however, and of course, it's Kaspersky again. They try and at least trade him when they had the man advantage, did LG. When you've got the bomb plant on B, it's always T favoured. And would you believe it, Stan's going to get away without even taking an important contact kill in this round as well. It's going to be all Kaspersky. And IP will creep into the lead.
Terrorists win.
Thankfully for Stown, that miss does not cost his team. Buy is still available for LG. It's okay. You've got the AWP on Afro, you've got the two M4s. Especially the one on Rainwaker is what you're going to want, and Lux with the 5.7 is totally fine. Azu MP7. Can NIP win their first Inferno with this lineup? Oh, the MP7 can't hold on. Afro is going to hold on beautifully, though. And that's going to change the round's course entirely. This is what Afro can do. With the current Afro form, and here he is with the fourth, it could be all five, you know, for Afro. He's got one bullet left in the AWP. Can he connect with all of them? Oh, it's so tight. Up against Shush on 14 HP. The round's won. It's whether Afro gets the ace. He's not going to. But the quad kill is beautiful, and Bemis will trade. The career renaissance, and that was a storyline over the entirety of the Monty team before they switched to LG. Especially with their run at the Cologne Major. The renaissance of nearly the entire team is remarkable. Rainwaker after Liquid, Afro after Fnatic. People remember how bad Afro was on Fnatic. Look at him go here. Look at him go on the entirety of his Monty/LG stint so far. He's been unbelievable. Look at Bemis when he'd been frozen out for the entirety the last couple of years of his career. After he played for FaZe and played for Mouse and played in some big events. Ill-fated into the Breach stint, did not work out. And Azu's going to hold on to a banana in the following round as well. Also a player that is improving his level event by event, it feels like. Molotov will finally spread, but he's found another corner. He's found another corner to survive. Had a smoke anyway, sure. But everything is going LG's way all of a sudden. Afro will find another. And NIP have disappeared in the last couple of rounds. Teetering on the brink. And I will list a very important stat for you here. For NIP's Inferno. It's not just the fact they haven't played it since the Budapest Major, where they lost to FaZe. I've just done a little bit more digging. They haven't won it at all with this core. With the Snappy, Shush, Kaspersky core. And the most worrying thing is, they won 6 out of their 10 pistol rounds, but only have a 44% win rate on the CT side, and a 29.2 win percent on their T side. It would not be a surprise if LG were to win this game 2-0, but Stown's making something happen. Only his 7th kill of the game, but that could give them a chance. Bemis will activate, though. And now Shush needs to win an impossible clutch. Oh, beautiful click on Rainwaker, though. It's possible all of a sudden. Nady does 3 damage to him. 1 bullet not connected. And now Shush has made it a 1v1. He can play time. Afro's only got the Mac 10 picked up because he wants to use something that's not the AWP. And now Shush can play the mind games. Can Afro figure this one out? Shush will feel like he needs to swing, and he gets the clutch 1 on barely any health at all. The man you can always rely on in Shush will save NIP at the death. How has he won that one then? See you on the highlight reel. That is a fumble of stratospheric proportions from LG. The first click is beautiful. The fact that Bemis has not hit one bullet there is insane. I know the Molotov is in position. It's obscuring his vision slightly. That's probably what he'll be complaining about. But that is an unlosable round. And look what it's done to the LG money. Aye, aye, aye. Can you Adam and Eve it? Good catch from Shoshin toward the apartment. Afro will go down. Damage has been done, but they're going to avoid the 5-7 in toward Arch. Stan will find Rainwaker. Low HP, not able to avoid Azu. The bomb can be planted on A, and NIP are finding a way. And as I was, talking about the stats for NIP on the map, that is when Shush pulls off one of the clutches of the tournament. And look, I should preface the numbers of NIP on this map. They are playing very good teams. They played Na'Vi twice at Star Ladder last year. They played Na'Vi at Cologne as well. And they played FaZe at Budapest, which were inspired FaZe, obviously, with some Carrigan bullshit. They did lose to Gentlemates too, but still. 4 of those 5 results are against good teams. This is only their 6th time playing Inferno with this core. And obviously first with this lineup. And they could be about to win it. It's taken a ridiculous Shush moment. LG are going to be absolutely kicking themselves. They would have felt like they had NIP on the ropes. And now we've got a great chance at a map 3 of Mirage. Oh, another great clear from Shush. 24 and 15. Destroys Rainwaker in Boiler. He'll at least hold on to Kaspersky, but Snappy will not allow him to get away. It's only the MP9 for Lux on B as well. Two v4 to save the map. And look, NIP used to run riot on Inferno back in the day. They had a certain man on their team that was the king of banana. But with this lineup, they are the king of nothing. Can they get a W on a map they barely play? Lux holds on for one, but one will not be enough. Bemis, full rotation round through banana. Already being watched by Shush on and off. NIP from somewhere, mostly thanks to Shush, it has to be said, could be taking this map and taking us to Mirage. 2 players to find for Bemis. Both are locked into the left side of the site. Bemis might realise that now, but they go for the double swing, and NIP will find it. Look at the celebration from Snappy. He knows how important that is. Not just for this tournament, but for his team with the new lineup. So many times the story of NIP this season has been losing the close maps, losing the close series. And that is one that is going to really G them up for Mirage. Shush is their saviour. We'll see you in a few minutes for the decider.
Hoping that he can help out, get that information. James trying to stop them from escaping away. He should create enough space to survive. As Lilo will do the same thing over towards the B tunnels. Westmelon falling at the end of it. But Paravision successfully securing 2 back-to-back. Crazy start. New round, new opportunity. And you can see Zaka was very much expecting someone to be on that pixel angle, but he just couldn't line it up. Needed to get a bit further up mid to find success there. Paravision so far. Good default just to take this lowest control, mid control. And Linvision going heavier with the crossfire here at mid. Obviously, not with the greatest of buys, just with some saved weapons from the prior. Zaka activating. Ooh, wants a little bit more, but that's going to be a lot of CT spotted there over towards mid-side. Hobbit falling away, communicating what he's seen. A bit of danger going down here through the double doors. Amelia waiting for the swing, but he does currently have his mitts on the upgrade. That's that AK. No Kevlar for any of the LVG individuals. And a late door smoke. Paravision again doing what has worked 2 times in a row. And that's sending it up short to A. 30 seconds to do so. Sue with an eagle and a dream on the middle of sight. If he gets mollied out, which he could be, there's plenty of fire there for Paravision to utilize, then he will be in a very difficult position. Here's the molly. That's the flush out. Ooh, takes one with him. Honestly, keeps Linvision in it. And they can buy next round anyway. Only Amelia should save, if any, just to keep the AK alive into the next. 3-man rotation in on the CT side. And time to make it happen, but they need to go soon. Oh, okay. Westmelon, 5-7, hits the tap onto James, which could be the deal sealer. Hobbit, ready, and waiting with open bloody arms. Him and Zway teaming up, 2 for Zway at the end, and it looks just way too easy. Good timing on the refrag. And Paravision secure themselves 3 back-to-back-to-back at the start of this series. But now it's gun round time. Now Linvision can shine. James. Ready to stop the cross. Ooh, will connect. Through the door. Amelia lucky to be alive here on the B side. Eyes of an eagle on James. Mid pressure. Being displayed here by Zylo. And everyone grouping up on short. If they do the same thing 4 times in a row, is that just the mastermind James saying, hey, Linvision won't expect it a 4th time? Surely not. HE somewhat dodged. Block utility coming through at the minute mark, and with the flash with the go, they absolutely cracked them to pieces. LVG ready for that one. But the 2v5, still a possibility. It just depends on if they want to risk it. 40 seconds to do so. James pausing, waiting, and regrouping it long, but the save is probably on offer. If you look at the economy of Paravision, it has not been clean for those 3 rounds. Zway on $0 in the bank, same as Slaxajez. And Hobbit, with only 150, you kind of need these rifles into the next.
Counter-terrorists win.
Beautifully done. And a quick tactical. James checking the notes. And Linvision just deciding what needs to change, if anything. A very slow start to the game so far. Or the boys in black, but they can close that round gap. Where's the other caster? Did he quit? No, he's on the other stream. This stream is Max House today, okay? That's what we're doing. It's just you and me, baby. We're getting intimate here. All right, we're not trying too hard. We're just enjoying Counter-Strike. On the couch, feet up. You know, holding hands. Talking through everything that happens together. The best way to enjoy Counter-Strike. You know? But if you don't want to hold hands so you can get some popcorn, like that's cool too. Just let me know. I'll go get you a drink while you're eating. And then you've got Travicular over on the B stream too, who is taking you through the first best of 3 of the day. I don't think that finished. I think that's going to 3 maps. Let me have a look. Yeah, okay, Nip managed to win that 13-10 on Inferno, so they're going deep to 3. Oof. No one wants to go home yet here in the Swiss stage. You're not getting paid like I am, though. That's okay. That's why I'm buying the popcorn. You know, I'm taking you out on this hot date. You know, I'll go grab you a bottle of water. A bottle of water, as the English say. Bottle of water. Who were the casters on the first map? Good question. I just muted my microphone the whole time, mate. No one told me. You have a look. Who's that? Chat, who's that? What is he doing? Is he standing on his chair? Does he know how dangerous that can be? You could fall and hurt your buttocks. That's a risky maneuver. Ooh, Amelia. My man. Oh, it's Amelia. That's not Amelia. Hey, can I get a translation? Was that Sway? Why has he got the Paravision memes ready? What is happening here? What is... Giga Jam Young. The Chad. What is happening? I didn't realize that was Amelia on the chair, but he is, he's going to hurt himself if he jumps up there. Well, I don't even know what we're watching, bro. The China audience meme game is on a complete another level. I love it. Swapped back to Sway when it showed the his sister. Escada, yes, you are the chat that I'm looking at. He hath risen. Yet again. Manage Amelia. Okay. Some top-notch audience quality. And some top-notch filling. Thank you, audience, for making that so easy. Chat, we're so back. 5th round, live. Tech pause, done. James not connecting through the door this time. Zachar is ready for a jump peek, but that's not coming. James already crossing across. Lowers control. Looking to be the piece of the map that Paravision want. HE placement. Not as optimal as it looked. And in comes the rest of the pieces. LVG, though, giving up the short control. Again, just falling back into this long ace setup. Zaka passing away some of that utility to try and reinforce mid. Gets here in time. Goes for the scope and the unscope. Giving them the sound cue. And Paravision know that he's here to party. Bomb, however, at the back of B will signal that, at least to us, that Paravision are interested in going for this B hit. 2 players outside B in the doors now. Thinking it's mid that needs to be fought for. Incent. Not deep enough to hit any of the T's. But Paravision Stoic. Again, loving to go super late on their T side. Here's that mid B smoke. Door smoke coming out as well. And in comes the hit. Mid control going to be what LVG are after, and they're not going to be able to hold on to it. Hobbit taking one name but not another and doubling back, knowing that they've got full site control and tunnels. This should be easy in the post plant. B site. Dust 2. One of the most unretakeable sites in all of Counter-Strike. Completely fortified, and LVG fully aware of that situation. So they'll save with 4 alive, keeping 2 AKs in play for the next. Worry about their own economy as Paravision make all the right moves and slot in a 4th.
Terrorists win.
My thoughts on that LinVision setup? Questionable. Why is no one in the B site? They didn't think they needed it. Prioritizing the ramp control did not pay off. But a huge read from Paravision. Hobbit getting that pick and falling back without overextending is something that you don't see a lot these days. A lot of teams would just full commit to the split. LinVision had that crossfire, could have easily gone for the trade and put themselves in a winning position. But the knowledge of Hobbit certainly coming through there. Man advantage, B-site control. Great communication being relayed from Paravision just to keep themselves alive there. LinVision, another chance though here in the 6th. 4 rifles, 1 AWP. Reasonable utility. Still remaining at the minute mark. And that will be the difference maker, right? They need to realize that Paravision love to go late. So you want to hold on to this util, but the dry contact out of tunnels, ooh, doesn't work out. I thought Amelia was about to get caught out, but he had gun in hand at the ready. Jamer trade onto Starry, but the B site still in the hands of LinVision for the moment. Lovely shot from Westmelon. Great reaction time. And Amelia with this defensive smoke is just playing around the car. A very difficult position to dislodge. And that's what you're going to see, exactly that. Jamer across the top. Free haircuts onto Westmelon. And now he'll be last alive. The no scope necessary. 40 seconds. Still a chance. And the CTs, they're going staggered. One by one. He's seen the jiggle. 3 points of health. A HE there on Call Me Sue. Just respect the space. Figure it out. But Jane with the AWP in hand. A stone cold killer. Oh, and that's exactly why isolated fights and Call Me Sue will fall. Jame has done it. There ain't no way. There is no way he has just aced that shit. What? He is the savior. What in James' name was that? And a tactical necessary to regather themselves. LinVision need a breather after that winding. May Jame have mercy. Whoa. And there we go. The kill that LinVision were looking for, unfortunately in the wrong round. But with this pick, and they come back here. Zaka. Confident position. Oh, misses that opportunity. And Xylo just going to knock him down a notch, bring it back to the 4v4. Cops a huge chunk of damage on himself, though. But Zaka maybe just overextending somewhat with what they had. Mid-door smoke. It's a thin one, Starry. Spraying through, just trying to get the info, trying to get that connection. And Paravision love a slow round, don't they? Cheeky creep out mid has finally been spotted. Bad mid smoke. Oh, but Zelo, Bogdan's Law, coming in full effect there. Locking in that long control, expecting the doors push. Westmiller just waiting for the molly. Will be able to retake CT and help provide some defense over towards the A side. Starry hoping that he can get there in time. Good spray. Brings it back. Not ready for the long man. And now it's all up to Amelia, who is a while away. Zwei could have hurt him for sure there, as he makes his way from mid to short. Mid to long even. Gilo. Yep, hears it, spots it. Scopes up and connects. 3 HP, still finds impact for... Was that a 3-piece at the end? 4-piece even. Huge round out of him to find that level of impact. And that's the 4v5. Punish for the overextension. There it is. The 4-piece. And Paravision doing it again and again. 6 now on the T side already. And hunting for more. But this round, still going to be difficult. LVG with a full bite. In terms of the weapons. Utility, certainly light. But look at this. Mid setup. Ready to swing, ready to fight. From anything happening here at Cat, but the jump up from Hobbit. It's going to be grabbed. Starry catching him off after that AWP shot went ringing. And now from here, let's see if Lin Vision can fix those issues. Just trying to fall back, trying to get this information. Play the numbers game. Starry over towards the car. Will take out Slaxages. He'll fall. Good coverage. James with the post onto Amelia. He's back this 3v3. No connection on the wall banks. Zaka with a flash wants to send them through on that plant. And Westmelon going with it. Ooh, smoke. Gets the body block. There's that flash, but the sound cue just letting Paravision know that someone was coming straight through those doors. And LVG, money in a bad way, so they are saving. Paravision. Lucky 7. Already secured. Alright, chat, how we feeling? You're my co-caster here. What can Lin Vision do better to get back into the game? We need to know right now. Lovely structure out of Paravision. Everyone on the same page. It's just this chemistry, right? Zach up. Won't hit the timing shot. And Paravision still with all members together. This time just going for the corner smoke. Had that spawn for long. Great utility still remaining. 2 smokes for the cross if needed. And one's already there. And they're happy just to pause. Realising Lin Vision might not be on the best of buys. But with that round loss bonus, we'll still have something up their sleeve. Heavy stack with 4 towards 8. Prioritising short control. High-low setup from elevator and above. Oh, what are you looking at? The smoke is used as a bait. Sue was trying to body block it and Hobbit took full advantage. Body block still comes through, so there is this hole on the right side. And Paravision, they're happy with the numbers. They'll fall back. They know they've got, or had one more smoke to throw. Could be on the ground. Seems to have disappeared. Contact up. Or posted across the top. Jame won't miss those. And Westmelon is not cleared. Trigger discipline could change the narrative of the round. Oh, missed opportunities. Westmelon shooting first. And is going to be able to get some damage done, but it's not enough. It looked good for the element of surprise to strike. But that deagle shot just catching him, scaring him.
Bomb has been planted.
And spooking him into a shot. Amelia now 1v3. No kit. No real chance. This should be 8 for Paravision. Alright, chat, what did you say that Linvision need to do? Okay, start hacking. I don't think they should do that. Execute all players. Like, if they were killing the enemy team, they would win. That's a good idea. Yep. Disband? No. No. No, I like Linvision. Don't disband, please. Play. That's a good one. Turn on monitor. Also a great one. Good suggestion.
Terrorists win.
Hit shots. Kill them. Yep. Frag. Yep. I'm loving the diversity of suggestions, though. You guys did great. Thank you. Chat, my co-caster. Another huge round, though, out of Paravision. Excelling and looking to make their way into a qualification position tomorrow. They want to get to those best of threes and have multiple chances at making it to the playoffs. Ooh, downwards flick, connect, Zaka. Quarter of life remaining. Lynn need to bench press 170. Now that is exactly what Linvision need to do. I feel like Amelia's probably already doing that in his free time and just not telling us. But the other boys, sure. They need to up that 1 rep max. Great suggestion, Yumi. Ooh, Hobbit. Gets there first. Misses the timing. Furious Smoke to delay the long pump. But Paravision, happy just to spray around it. Play on that gap. Ooh, soon out. Stuck at car. Has the coverage, though, to at least try and win these fights. And that'll be the equalizer, but he's going to be stuck at dodge and is calling for reinforcements as soon as humanly possible. Westmelon, angles there, but the shot's just not. Sway deals with Sue at car. Xylo just not done. Jumping up. Pure dominance. Asserting it up on the short box. And Starry now in a 1v4 with no hope.
Bomb has been planted.
Apologies. Unmuted the second too early. It's not flu season, but we're all coming back from the cold. We're so back. Look, 2 14-hour days, it does that to you. But we're getting here. So, Agro won't be able to find the success that he was hoping for, and things getting a little bit awkward. Three v 4. Paravision missed utility. But in the grand scheme of things, it might not matter. And again, Paravision have just been loving this short control. I dare say that's where they're going again. With his way still on the lurk here at bedroom. Multiple missed utility this time. But still, they're going to have this 4v1 situation towards the A site. Zaka, not necessarily the best tool for a multi-frag clip. Especially if Sway starts to play. Zaka forced away. And that should be the save. Westmelon not allowed to. James just dropping down. Chilling at mid still, cutting off the rotations. And they are hungry to get rid of every single one of these rifles. Amelia, it's going to be a long save. One that I just don't think is going to happen for him.
Terrorists win.
Especially if you shift walk into a crosshair just like that. And there you bloody have it. Paravision looking for that 11-1 half. Someone in chat did say Paravision 13-0. And at the moment, they are probably the closest prediction I saw. No early damage this time. Last round of the half and potentially second last round of the game, depending on how this one goes. Or third last even. Can't win 12-1. Zaka, aggression. Gets that first pick. He's done it a few times, but now needs just to get into a safer spot. Paravision, unfazed. And Hobbit plopped into the cutout. Zaka. Is he ready? Is he game? Will he peak first? We know James is a man of poise and patience. And we've got the standoff. You can hear the crowd as well. Making a little bit of noise there, going crazy. Will the players be affected by it? James just leaves. That's how it's won, and Hobbit makes his move. The creep in under the scope and looks for a little bit more. No chance for Starry, but Amelia here to save the day. MP9 at play, progression smoke on the B-main choke with 20 seconds. The bomb still needs to make it, and no one's up ramp yet. There is a chance that you could see Amelia be the hero, but that's not going to be happening, not today. Bomb should be planted, and they know. They absolutely know that Hobbit's here, who catches a timing, catches an angle on the edge of the smoke, and gets a cheeky one-tap to close the half. 11-1. Ridiculous scenes. And I was playing up LVG. They are usually a very good Dust 2 team. But Paravision today, they are playing their S-tier gameplay. And guys, this time I'll mute the mic. Okay, ready? Look. Bye. See you shortly. We are back in action with the second half coming through here of XPL 2026. Paravision need just 2 rounds. If they win the pistol, it is certainly locked in. LVG, though, looking to show the home crowd that they are here to party. Zwei, head down. Not spotted. Gifted the opportunity to fight here. We'll find that first one. Thinking there might have been more members on the long side, but the staggeredness caught him off more than he was expecting. Man advantage now, and short control is here. Ball going to be landed 4 short. Lovely shots out of Zaka. Dealing with the double man jump up. And Xylo now in a 1v4, 2 guns in hand. The dual Berettas. He's going to be fully locked in. There's that first pick. Zaka down, but that's the info for Amelia to swing and trade. Lovely. Lin Vision, they're not done yet. Onwards and upwards for Lin Vision Gaming. Looking like we got that tactical coming through. Destan having a chat with everyone on the roster. And likewise, Gum yapping to the boys, making sure that they make as minimal amount of a mistake as possible. Way. Missing the smoke block, but bit of aggro here over the mid side of things. Spamming, caught in transition. Eagle spam, never really going to go your way, is it? I guess they do have the blessings of Jame on their side. But Jame making the right call. Stack that B site. LVG could be coming in hot. And with 2 Mac 10s, you should expect to see it. Xylo in a perfect spot, though, with this 5-7. One-tap potential at an all-time high. Molly, forcing Hobbit into a hard crossfire. And I don't think he was spotted or heard there. Attention going to be drawn away. Slacks Jez trying to make it happen from range. Hobbit with that silencer. Almost playing sneaky enough, but he just doesn't land the 2 bullets that he needed. LVG a little too slippery. Spamming away. Jame takes that one more, so good damage, all things considered. And LVG will find themselves another. Jame hoping to get exits gifted to him, but I dare say he will not be running at LVG. Starry low. Good entry work to find those 3 kills. And Zaka will not fall. Eco frag for him in the back pocket. A confidence increaser. Zach has even got that fan that he brought from home. Like a USB fan. To keep himself cool under pressure. And at this point, I'd say there's not really that much pressure for Lin Vision. You're so far down, it's more of a, well, you've got nothing to lose situation. So we'll see if they can make their best work happen. Scout connection there onto Xylo. Oof. And Jame blinded, but still will connect, making life difficult for LVG as Sue falls there towards lowers. This is not looking like a great affair for Lin Vision. Sway, been in the nuisance, smokes the molly, and that'll just buy so much time. Westmelon and Zaka trying as hard as they can to make this one work. Looks like Westmoreland was looking for something there in the smoke, and he's going to be looking for a way to win in the 1v5. AK retrieved. Unwinnable at best. Slack Sajez locks it in. And one more necessary to close out this best of one here. Dust 2. It's Paravision's world, and we are currently just living in it. The beginning of an end of at least this match. Both teams in the 1-1 bracket, so they still have a life remaining. In Vision, they're going to have to play tomorrow for their lives in the lower bracket unless something crazy happens here. Hobbit out with that aggression. Punished by Zaka on the post. 4v5 though. Paravision has won an unlimited amount of these this game, it feels like. No matter what LVG do, Paravision just able to play from the back foot over and over and over. And you might be seeing that again. Readjustment connection onto Starry. Flash across the top to try and escape back towards that B site. I mean, there's going to be the 3-man setup here with LVG still targeting it. Call Me Sue here towards Upper Dark. Looking just to activate at any given moment. Tylo in such a weird position as well. If door stays open and James doesn't hit this shot, then this B-site defense could be under the pump, although that jump is straight into the crosshair. In center by the time, there's Xylo falling. And the push will come at some point from Upper Dark. There it is, but it's too staggered. And LVG just are not on the same page. It's Amelia with 30 HP to do it, and the nade will close. Beautifully done from Paravision. Again, from a man disadvantage. 13-3, a incredibly convincing win to put themselves now in that 2-1 bracket and have 2 chances over the next 2 days to qualify into playoffs. Well done. Hobbit as well seems to be this beautiful piece of the puzzle. So far doing a fantastic job since he's been back in Paravision for the 3 best of 3 so far. At the top or almost up there. No, I think he was at the top of the scoreboard towards the end there. 14-9 for him and 14-5 for Zwei. Both of them doing great work today to carry Paravision. James as well. I don't know if they would be here without him. Incredible calling. And what was it? That 1v3 ace clutch that he got on like 20 HP, 15 HP. Don't even remember what it was. But it was ridiculous. Absolute ridiculousness coming through all game. And no matter what LVG could do, they didn't pay the ref. So there was just no getting away with anything this day. We'll see if they're going to be able to make it happen tomorrow. See if they're going to be able to fix up all those little issues. And let's see who we're going to have on stage to have a chat to. Looks like Zwei may be the man with the microphone. The man with our boys. Baseline Jay and Banks. Let's go.
Had today, where you just dominate Vision?
We had long dialogue after yesterday's game, and I think we changed a bit our playstyle, which we were preferring in this tournament, and it helped us today. And also, I think that all of our players were feeling more comfortable today than yesterday, and that's why we won.
就我们昨天在输掉比赛之后呢，大家进行了一个长谈啊，然后呢，我们可能对我们的这个战术风格稍微做了一些改变。那么今天之后呢，然后今天这个比赛呢，我们就可以打得要更加的舒服一点。
And then on top of that, we had the ace from James that was then a 1v3 as well. What is the reaction from the team when something like that happens? He seemed to read it perfectly.
Yeah, we were shocked everyone. It was the clutch that I knew he can win it, but I think if you watch it on stream, it feels impossible to win it. But he won it somehow, so we were shocked. We were screaming everyone.
就这边的那个残局，我们所有人都非常的惊讶，大家全都反正全叫出来了。 但是其实我就一直知道他是有能力拿下这个残局的。但是如果你看了直播的话，就当时那个比赛那个情形，可能感觉这是一个不可能的残局。但是我其实一直相信他是有能力拿下的。
And you did mention when I asked you the first question about like you changing your play styles a bit. Is it still a lot of learning for you guys, trying to figure out the small details and what's trying to work? Are you just going like game by game?
I think it changes only for Hobbit and Flexibles, like for new players. For me and Silo, this season will be so much easier than the previous one. I would say because of like now when James plays something, I don't need to watch my like list now instead of the timer. Yeah, because I know everything that I do, and like it's clearing my mind a lot. And for Silo, I think it's like a year already when we're playing in this game, and it's so much easier for him also.
对于我们队的2个新队员，就霍比特，然后这个 Slacks 来说，他们对自己的这个打法的这个改变可能会比较多的。但是对于我和 Zelo 来说呢，我们现在就会打得非常非常的舒服，尤其是我，就是我现在在打的时候，我不需要去看什么战术纸什么的，所以我就会反正我打的就会舒服很多，就不需要去想那么多了。
There's a lot of people showing up for these group stage games. Any final words for them?
Thank you everyone for coming here. I hope we will qualify for the playoffs and they'll cheer for us there.
也感谢大家来啊！我们希望我们能晋级淘汰赛，希望大家可以一直为我们加油。好，感谢紫薇啊，恭喜 PV。
That was at 10:10 on Inferno if you want to scroll back through the VOD or find it on NIP's Twitter. Crazy clutch. They would be out of the tournament if it wasn't for that already. Sets up here for Stan on Note and toward under, but that nade's going to move Note into the open. Ooh. A bit awkward for Azzy there. He didn't seem ready for the fact that Note was even in that position. And he'll push up and take him out. Now they know that he could be putting pressure on top middle as well. Lovely click from Note. Gives Afro no chance. And the right click smoke allows him to get away as well. He's everywhere now. They're holding Palace for the lurk of Rainwaker. And this could be where NIP get over the line. Kill from Presses into his own hands in this what could be the final round of the game. Lux wants to try and keep it alive though. And Rainwaker is posturing aggressively out Palace now. Kaspersky, you need to find this, and Lux finds another on 5 HP, and Sappy can't trade that one either. Oh my word. He only just finds Rainwaker. There's still a glimmer of hope for Lux, you know. 5 HP, 1v2. There's an HE on Sappy though, and for 3. It's going to be a map win on Mirage for NIP and a series win as well. That one nearly got out of hand with Lux trying absolutely everything to scramble the game back. But LG, unfortunately, in their first tournament as an organisation back in Counter-Strike, will exit winless. NIP stay alive. They go through to the 1 and 2 bracket tomorrow. And LG will have to lick their wounds. At least they found a really impressive map. Winning Nuke over NIP is no mean feat. They should be proud of that, especially with these 4 players with a brand new in-game leader. But this is all she wrote for Guangzhou for LG. They'll come back refreshed. They're still a very relevant team in the top of Tier 2, around that 20th position in the VRS. But this is a huge win for NIP. They needed this one badly. And from a 0-2 position in the group, so they probably need to make playoffs from here to feel like it's a job well done in this tournament. Very entertaining game, it has to be said, some crazy moments, and I think it has to be said, the Shush 1v3 on 15 HP on Inferno turned everything around. That was NIP's first Inferno win ever with this lineup, dating back to mid-2025. Lost all 5 they played with this core. So it's a rare playing of Inferno. That's what happens when Cash is in the pool, obviously. Cash being in the map pool will expose some teams' map pools to other possibilities if they don't want to play Cash yet. I think I deserve credit for finding a way to grind this series through. That's it from LG, and we'll be back in around, I don't know, I'm hoping around half an hour or so for the opening BO1 between Big and MIBR. See you in a bit.
love the 3v4 when it's so much damage and a fair amount of kills. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a force back up. That's exactly what you're going to see for at least a few individuals. 2 M4s there, one for Kersey, one for Lucky, 5.7s for Masuda and Gravity. And they're just going to go for this weird pick and mix spot. 9Z, again, not much left in the coffers. Testing here on short. Short in the tower position, back towards the A ramp. And it's just a matter of time until this hit starts to come through. Here it comes, the util, the players. Everyone looking to thunder through, but for 20 seconds, 9Z. They've got that site, they've got that bomb. And it's planted successfully. Lucky at long, just holding onto the space, expecting to be flanked. But in the meanwhile, every single individual fight that 9Z are finding, they're winning. Kersey, M4 into the next is a safe decision. And 3DMAX will move to their first full gun round. 9Z with 3 to kick things off here on D2. A solid start for the South Americans.
Terrorists win.
Now the real fun begins. It is gun round time, baby. Almost every bit of util that 3DMAX could need, they have. Basso with the mid molly. Looking to stop any aggression from 3DMAX early on. Ooh, and we're getting aggressive on shore. Blue Chop though. Playing closer towards lower. Him and DGT. Buddy system trades it out. Kersey down. But they know that there's more aggression towards short side. Util coming from that direction. That's been relayed. Luchov. Just with the flash to bait out more utility. And look at this. 3DMAX. Crazy presence towards short. 3 players here. Only Masuda on that B site currently. And with the posture, the bomb can kind of go either way here for 9Z. Mid B smoke coming through. 3-man regroup towards tunnels. And Masuda on the off angle. Ooh, bad timing on the drop off. He'll fall on the repeak. And things will not get any better for 3DMAX here. 3v3 on the B side of the map and still with a mega lurk coming through from Huaso Peak. You should be able to catch this player in CT eventually. But 9Z already realizing that it probably is that save. There's that first man. Huaso wants more. But doesn't get too greedy. 2 rifles available to save here. But they're going to be spotted, found, and there's that info Huaso Peak has gained. His job's done. 9Z very happy with the 4th. Wait, turn the mic again down. Someone said turn the mic up.
Terrorists win.
Okay, so I'm splitting the difference. I think boys, girls, adults and children. Turn mic and gain up. Mic down. I need to listen. Ah, you guys are wild. Is it better? Are we going in the right direction? You're super quiet. Put the mic out of your mouth. No, it's too low. Is it really? Oh, Lord. We're almost there, we're almost there. Counter-Strike is paused for the moment. There's nothing happening. We're only at the minute mark. No one's done anything. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Is that better? Good. I hope so. We're just in time. Lucky going to be locking in with that double on short. Percy as well. Here's the power of having 3 players, all eyes on the short position. Easy picks across the board. And 9Z get torn in. You won, may earn 1v5 with 2 HP. You wouldn't read about it, and you're not gonna. First on the board for 3DMAX. Okay, I'm listening to it back. The game sound is quite loud. Alright, I'll ask my friends to turn it down a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit, right? But the microphone's okay. We're good. I'm glad that you guys have my back, chat. Thank you so much. This is why you're getting half my day rate. Where does the caster live? I would knock this guy out. Brother, I'm in Malta. Come and see me. Wouldn't mind a tussle. Neither does Maka. Going toe-to-toe with Luchov there. Very early in the round. Man down on the defense. 3DMAX with the readjustment. 1-3 split. Masuda again. Full control of the B site for him. Gravity locking in one of them. They earn. The trade game's good. Huaso peak. Nice wide swing. Catches that Gravity there. Now the A site looking to be under fire. Bomb spotted in the meanwhile. And the smoke on the run. They're just waiting for a counterplay. Waiting for a flash. Huaso peak gazing at the wall and expecting a swing. 3DMAX though. Grouped up on short. Taking a bit of the map that they can control. Flash into CT. There's the swing. Masuda gets the equalizer. And Lucky still tucked away. HE will connect on him. But a bit too much arm on that HE. Twice over the info bomb pulled out just at the wrong moment. Flash. Enables Lucky to swing. And there you have it. All the info's there. But 3DMAX, they fight together. And that'll be the answer. Fist pumps for everyone. Second on the board, 3DMAX getting it done. Oh, I found the guy again. I'm sure you're bigger than me, mate. I'm not even 6 foot. I'm just wide. I've just got big arms. That's all I have going for me. And a big head. Which one? Well, that's up for you to decide. But hey, we're here to have some fun. We're here to be entertained and watch some high-quality CS between 3DMAX and 9Z. Round 7 ensuing. Back up. Ooh, slightly slow this time, but gets that second chance. Max not fast enough to escape. That might just do it. Oh, Huaso peak though, up in the grill. Is going to be able to find Kersey getting very aggressive in lower. Maybe overstaying is welcome when you've got that man advantage. And that's now an AK picked up for Huaso Peak, who has been the killer of 9Z so far. 9 and 4 for him. And a chance to cause more chaos. Smoke at the mid doors. And 1 minute to decide where 9Z want to go. Tucked on sight, 30 seconds. Rapstan coming from that CT side. And Eyes look in the wrong direction, but Gravity will readjust. He's alive, just barely. Sight player down. And 9Z have just hit him with the Eco Megalol. 3DMAX have something to say about it, and it's a retake from short. All grouping up, Gravity so low. Looking to be the money man going in first. There's that info. One in CT, one on site, and Huaso Peak might just do it all, won't be able to. And the retake is successful. 9Z won't convert the eco. They do get the plant. They buff the economy slightly.
Counter-terrorists win.
But 3DMAX slowly but surely initiating the comeback. Caster, what is your name? Oh, Mac, mate. Mate? I don't know if I need to say it twice. I'm still confusing myself with that one. We'll workshop it. Maka, though, down early. Luchov takes another. And surely 3DMAX won't be able to get back from this position. 3v5? No. Ninety, long aggression. And 3DMAX arguably are in the right position to win this round. If they can get this short control, if they can deal some damage to the long individuals, then there's a way back in. Paso Peak, trade onto Lucky, Orc goes down. And that Molly splits the wickets. Masuda going to be forced out into the open, stuck here over towards Wizard. Plenty of time for 9Z to wait for this flank to activate up short side, but they're not going to wait. Not long enough. Masuda! What? The reaction, insane! DGT down as is Mayon. What was that round? Masuda, you absolute legend. What was that third shot? Show me that again. Right now. Guys, Guys. Check in PC. We didn't get the replay. Someone clip it. I need to see that. Get it somewhere. We got a technical pause. We got so much time to check his PC and get this clip up and get that replay ready. Please. Inject that third shot into my veins. Flick one tap. Actual insanity. Today's providing. We're getting some solid Counter-Strike. Hopefully just a quick technical issue. I too would have slammed my desk if I got hit by that shot. Handshakes and all. We're doing it differently here in France. Seven form. Getting the clip. We can watch it back. Hang on. Unfortunately, you've clipped after the play. But thank you for the attempt. My man. We got another one. And it looks right this time. We'll check that after this round because we are back. Tech pause. Out of the freight. 4 more rounds to play for the half. HE chunking down Luchov. Percy. Ooh, he's hungry for a fight, but Luchov. Always ready. And that decoy from Maka just looking to bait out any peaks here at mid. It will fall into a 1-1-2 setup. Doubling up on the B side. Going to push the suitor to try and find this information. There's that deep flash in, but it's been heard. Look at this. DGT aware that this move has been made. And he's got a friend coming up those stairs. Bomb may be retrieved and spotted in the death camp. Maka now making his way on towards that B side. Progression smoke there, but the AWP got the best tool for the job to play around these smokes. Luchov as well gets more damage done surgically through the middle. Gravity in behind enemy lines, but he's got way too many T's looking at him. And I believe that 9Z are aware of Maka's position. That's why they're just sprinting straight up short. Space for days. And Maka, it's going to be hard to find a way back into this round. Going to be a bit hard with the flank coming through from DGT. And now, I get to watch this clip again. Right, Masuda 1v4. Right, it wasn't a one tap, but it was close enough. Crazy. Crazy plays. Crazy clutch. Think back to that one. 3DMAX end up winning. But for the moment, new round. And 3DMAX have forced back in again. 9Z. The economy still in a bit of a seesaw position. Up in the hands of Mayern. Still yet to get activated. And, oh, I've just spotted Max hasn't done anything yet. He's called a couple of good rounds. He's created some space with his torso. But he's unfortunately not got his finger on the trigger. Let's see if that's going to change here. Potential 4v2 over towards the B site. Macca just jump spotting safely. Progression utility. Smoke to potentially allow a little creep out. Oh, but there's that pop. Masuda down. Or Macca rather. And Masuda falls away out of B. I don't think he's aware that the other T's were so close. Creeping out. Sneaking through. Now that timing is way too good for the T's. Kersey in the meanwhile going to be able to find Max. Keep him on 007. James Bond has joined us. Masuda down. And the B site found. Luchov on that lurk at short is getting a world of information. He's heard this push from long. That's easy. Here's another towards CT. It just needs to buy this time now. Spots that. Tried to deal with the repeat. Positions himself. Eyes on him. Now he's just buying time, wasting 3D maxes. Let's see what Kersey can get done here. Lucky has that flash, can send him through. Wasso Peak in a great position to dodge that flash, hide, and react on Mayern's contact, but there's no reaction even needed. Beautifully done there from 9Z. Patience, sneaky, and finding themselves another round. Slow start to the round, but 9Z interested towards A this time. Realising the financial position from 3D Max isn't the best. But they've still got these upgraded pistols. The 5.7 at this range has one tap potential, and there's only one found. A chance for that to go awry even faster. Macca at range looking to take point with the USP. 2 on the wall, 1 at the car. Trap play, the trap setup is here. And they're going to try to swing together, but the automatic rifles shoot that little bit better. Easy ecos there for Huaso Peak. And that's going to be 9Z starting to run away with the half. That's 7. One more before the break. Before the turn. And let's see if anything changes. Let's see what spawns we've got. Not a lot for 90, but they're going to send it to A-Long instead. Smoke on the corner creates that extra bit of space. And they realise 3D Max, they love to brawl for mid and look for lowers. So out long they go. Mid control is there, and oh, that's almost the bomb. Stopped on the cross towards long doors. Nice trade from Huaso. Catches him through the smoke, and Luchov, ooh, has that cart as cover. There's a lot of CTs here. He needs a hand. He needs a helping hand. But the brawl favouring 3D Max. Lucky. Hitting some classic ones. Molly the Wizard to force him into the open. And Max. He's on the board. But he needs to do a little bit more Mayern searching, looking over the top of the smoke. And maybe caught in the open. Re-smoke on elbow. Oh, and a missed opportunity to equalise. So much time in 9Z. They are not forcing this plant. But Kersey aware that something could be brewing. Max carrying the bomb solo into CT. There's a flash going for him. Oh, and it's good. Masuda couldn't see a thing. Sprayed frantically. Mayern locked away. But the B site open to play with. Max wants more. Knew he had a chance to isolate that one. But it's 5 for 3D Max. Nice and close at the turn. 7 for 9Z. And I'm not too sure if they'll get much more. But alas, 3D Max doing some great work to get back into the game after a solid start from 9Z. Some crazy individual rounds. That one from Masuda, the 1v4, was one of the cleanest 1v4s I've seen in a hot minute. But let's see if they're going to be able to carry this through and keep up the performance to get back into the game and into the lead in that second half. Second half on bloody line, isn't it? Let's see where we end up here. And who's going to be able to take the second pistol? Crucial with how close these teams are currently. 3D Max going to find a fully open for the taking long.